Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog. Now on Wednesdays. It is, I know what day it is. It's February 20th, 2023. Hey, I'm right. It's 6:47 p.m. and we're about to cook some things. We're gonna do something easy. I'm a little light on time today. But as I always like to remind you, it's way too bright in here. That's what I like to remind you. I do time code these vlogs in case you don't want to watch the whole thing or you want to watch it in parts, you want to jump around to your favorite part, whatever you want to do. So look for the gaps in the timeline or open the description. You'll see a big list of blue numbers. It'll tell you what is what, so you can jump around and have fun with this the way you want to. So today I am going to cook a little something simple but tasty. We are going to have a cocktail. I don't know if it'd be me or Mary, because again, we've been banking a bunch of hers. We'll do a music update. I got some cool news. It's not a huge update today, but it's some very cool news. And we actually have seen some movies, some actual movies. So we have some movie reviews coming up, including Ant-Man Quantumania. And, oh yeah, we're going to unbox our last two ZBOXes in here as I'm cleaning out my closet. And yeah, I guess that's mostly it. So let's get to it. Let's cook. All right, so like I said, we're a little light on time today, but I'm gonna make something fairly easy, fairly delicious. I've seen this at my Kroger for like the past couple weeks and it's made me wanna make this. So we're just gonna do some basic steak and cheese sandwiches. I'm not gonna call it a Philly steak because I don't wanna start all kinds of, oh, it's not traditional, blah, blah, blah. Because you know how I feel about tradition in food. I think it's bullshit. Make what you wanna make. If you like it, you like it. So I actually bought two of these. We got the shaved beef steak, beef shaved steak. It's like 14 ounces. I got two because I don't know. They didn't have the deli cheese I would have liked, so I got the private selection, provolone. They were very much out of everything. I wanted to get bigger buns. This was the best bun I could come up with because this was a crap day to go to Kroger apparently, and I've already opened them. I got ahead of myself a little bit. And then all I really like other than steak and cheese in mine is banana peppers. So I've got a bunch of hot banana pepper rings, sometimes onions, but really those three things, cool. And normally I don't do mayo on mine, but I'm gonna do something a little special so we make this something a little more than I just heat up some steak and cheese. I'm gonna take this mayo, which is very special mayo, because this is May mayo. It expires in May. That's my funny joke. That's why you pay for me. We're gonna crack open a new bottle here. And I'm gonna mix some of the banana pepper juice in, just to kind of see if I can create kind of a banana pepper aioli. That's my goal. So let's start. I got the oven on broil, so it's like, you know, just warming up. As I say that out loud, I realize I don't need to warm up the broiler. It tends to be good and ready to go. And actually, let's go ahead and move the pan. This pan is a little bit big. It's a little bit overkill, but the next size down is too small. So, I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna broil these instead of toasting them, I just wanna get a little oil in a bowl. We're gonna kind of brush the insides of these. Oh no, I thought these were, these are not. All right, we're gonna finish cutting these open. God damn it. I had like absolutely, oh, careful, don't get your fingers. No proper choices here in the grocery store today. Might need to get a different one of those out because that's looking a little, like the bakery was just like, what? And then even in the bread section is like, what? Like, did we hit another shortage and no one told me? I don't know. No. There's no way you could hear what she just said, so I hate when she does that. But she's yelling from downstairs, there's a major storm and blah, blah, blah. So whatever. I love you, but there's no way they can hear you. Actually, you know what? Hate when she does that is a very strong word. I don't hate it. I just, you know. Yeah, mildly annoyed. She just yelled, very annoyed. But you know what's fair? For her to annoy me on occasion, because I annoy her all the time. That's my job in life. That bun, in case you didn't realize, it was kind of folding over weirdly, and I didn't want to give a crap bun here, so. There's so much bread to the slicing. It's not bad though, fairly tasty. Where's my brush? All right, so we're just gonna kind of brush inside these a little bit, just to keep them from burning. Just regular olive oil, if you're wondering. Might need a little bit more, honestly. Then again, maybe not. Trying to make sure I get the edges a little bit, and since they tend to crisp up faster. Yeah, I might actually need just a little bit more oil. Hopefully this will also crisp the tops a little bit. It's kind of a soft bread here, to be real. Oh man, I'm missing it by like a squeeze. Literally, I just need like just a tiniest bit more. All right, call that good enough. So that's prepped. We'll need a little oil for the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and get some banana peppers out and ready to roll here. Let me just dump them right into the pan when we're ready. And this way I can also make sure I work around some of these that have those like hard centers that suck. Looks like a few coffee grounds survived into this bowl. I just noticed, but it's a little late now. Dang, man, this one is just full of these things. And you know, I like a healthy amount of banana peppers in mine. Actually, let's just take that a little bit off. This is probably the biggest amount of prep we have to do here. It's not really hard, but God, this is just a bad jar for these, man. Good Lord. Should be throwing some of these out, probably. Just make life a little easier.
How's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing okay? Everybody ready to tip their waitstaff?
Well, I think almost everything left in here is like a hard centerpiece. Pretty much. But luckily we have another jar, because that's enough for maybe 1.5 sandwiches right there. I almost did bell peppers and stuff in here too, but I was like, it's a lot. I'd rather just trim those up for snacking. Mary and I both got to start eating a little better for a little while. It's gotten a little bad over here. It's Zer's fault. They keep having all these amazing things. That's fine. I don't want that back anyways. All right. Okay, that's probably good there. Just gonna seal that one back up. We'll use this for the juice. I should probably take off my ring before, well, actually things are probably done being messy now. All right, let's go ahead and pop these in the oven for a couple minutes. Try to keep an eye on them. And we'll start heating up the pan. We're going in the oven, we're going on top. Like I said, we're in broiler, so this should go fairly quick. Echo, set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
Come on, give me fire. Ah. Or don't. Be a prick instead. Oh my God, fuck you. I'm gonna let that gas dissipate a little bit so I don't get a big fireball. Really want to get our starters looked at some point. Okay, come on, mayo. Jesus, man. Here we go. Yeah. Having one of those days. Things are not cooperating a lot today. I'll do a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more, because it is like 3 buns worth, so we'll see how that goes. And I don't know. What do we think here? We can always add more. That may be too much. Where's the bigger baby list? There it is. Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna do this a little bit easier. Yeah, I think I got my proportions way off. I don't know, we'll be alright. Yeah, it's still kind of thickening. Yeah, that'll still hold. Oh, Jesus, I'm not even, oh my God, you did, oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know, I put my, Echo, stop. Fucking hell. Good job, Eric. Oh, yeah, it's, please, oh no. God damn it.
What happened?
The bread's way too toasty. And I forgot, I didn't have the camera pointed when I was making the aioli, which was like the one thing in here. All right, shit, I guess we're redoing the fucking bread. Oh yeah, no, that's just, that's not okay. All right, well, anyways, I did, I don't know, 2 big, like tablespoons maybe of mayonnaise. And then I probably poured about, those are like heaping tablespoons though. So probably maybe like a 1/4 cup of mayo, and then probably 1 heaping or 2, somewhere between 1 and 2 tablespoons of banana pepper juice. So I got a good feeling about that, but yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I knew, because right when I went to get them, I was like, oh shit, I smell burning. What did I do with them? Luckily we have more.
So just toss those out for the critters?
I don't know, I mean, well, I shouldn't be just eating bread, but parts of that I could still eat. I'm a little less, I don't know, maybe they will just get tossed for the critters.
Do you need me to help with anything like lighting the stove or?
Well, in a sense, it's good that the stove didn't light since I gotta redo this. Are we open the trash can? You know what? I'm just gonna, let me bang it off. Mostly just to keep from having to clean a sheet pan again.
Ooh, that's bad.
Alright, I'm kerfluffled now. Oh, come on!
He's very kerfluffled, y'all.
I'm telling you, I'm having one of those days, man.
Like one of those Mercury retrograde days?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well, let's redo the bread. Which, good, the knife is not wet. Sometimes you fail in the kitchen. Sometimes you make lemonade out of applesauce. I'll worry about putting this back together when I see if those are the good buns to work with.
Ah.
God dang it. No room. Can you see? Okay, cool. So let's gonna slice these back open again. Very carefully, don't get mad, end up cutting myself.
Yeah.
Don't want one of those days. Don't want to exacerbate my situation.
No, we do not want that.
I mean, we could always masturbate my situation, but not on camera.
And we're canceled.
Shh. Masturbation's fine. There's nothing illegal about that.
Doing it in public is usually frowned upon.
Well, I mean, it depends on if people are paying you or not. Smell that burnt. All right, more oil. Yeah, so apparently I only really need to throw these in for about 60 seconds. Maybe 90.
Yeah, you definitely overdid it.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes. I had intended to check on them, but then I was having technical issues elsewhere. But I think my biggest bummer is that they didn't actually get to see what my blend for this aioli is, but I think I kind of was able to let them know. I don't know. Again, it wasn't like I measured. I just kind of eyeballed, so it's, you know, do it to taste or whatever. Jack's like, I smell like almost bread.
Like, bread that's probably not good, but I'd still eat it.
I found out that 3 out of 4 of the cats will eat corn.
Yeah, we did recently discover. No wonder they like their daddy. He's so corny.
Ba-da-bop.
Womp womp. All right, let's try this again. Whoop. All right. Echo. Set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Now let's try to get this pan back up and heating. There we go. Medium high. Yeah, that's way more of this than I needed, but. Sorry, I was taste testing. Of course, I still didn't move the camera over. Not bad. Honestly, I probably could use more of the juice, but let's get a little oil down. Go ahead and get the cheese open. Keep an eye on that timer. Try to make room to do other things here. I know it's non-stick, but I just still like to use a little oil. Echo, dismiss timer. Okay, I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. They are not toasted at all yet. But I'm just gonna kind of watch it while this oil heats up. Then we're gonna get the steak cooking, and it should not take too long. It's so thin. So we are gonna need to move fairly quickly. Honestly, I should probably prep the cheese before we go. I'm taking another look at the bread. Edges are starting to get a little bit toasty. Another 10, 15 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, yep. Okay. That's not perfect, but that's much better. Where's the fucking camera? This way. There we go. So obviously I will take the slightly toastier ones. Oh, my pan has contorted. Alright, we turn the oven off. I'm going to go ahead and prep a bunch of cheese slices. So I can get to these quickly. Actually, those are not. Would you stop falling over like that? I guess let's use another little saucer. Just getting all the paper off the cheese so I can get it in quick. Let's see, we're in non-stick mode, so I might need more cheese than that. I don't know. Y'all, I'm having a moment here. Is that peel? Can I just peel it? No, fuck that. Maybe I should. God damn it.
You need help.
Maybe. There we go. All right, I got that one open. Cap that oil. And my camera angle All right. And here are you. Use these. These. Okay. Start getting the meat in. That is a lot. Yeah, now that I see it out loud, I should have not made both these pink. Oh well.
Did you already open both?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, listen, it's good for leftovers. Now, I might actually need your help here. Oh, jeez, fucking hell, man. I'm bring that heat down to medium.
What do you need?
Just go ahead and prep the rest of that cheese.
Just get it out of the bag?
Yeah. Shit, this stuff is... Fuck me, dude. This is a mistake. Okay. I didn't realize it was so fucking stuck together. I thought this meat would just kind of come apart. But I guess it's kind of frozen in the middle.
Why is it frozen in the middle?
I don't... It's just where they kept it fairly cold.
Maybe...
Should have let it thaw a little bit more.
Turn it down to a very low heat.
Well, that's kind of... Yeah, at least until I get this broken up, yeah. This is just going to be an epic fail, isn't it? This whole thing.
You want me to go get the lid to help it heat through so you can actually break it apart?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm just going to work it.
It'll be extra shreddy.
It's already going to be extra shreddy. Here, it's starting to find its way apart now. Gotta kind of work out the edges. So.
Must have been whatever the container or refrigerator thing was in. Must have.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell some of them were a little more like frozen over than others. What a just
we
massive...
had a conversation before he got started where we were talking about like how many sandwiches, and it's like because he's talking about how small the buns are. I'm like, one of those is more than enough for me. And he's like, and it's like, and how big are those pieces and things of meat? He's like 7 ounces. And I'm like, that should be enough for both of us. He's like, but I'm gonna have 2 sandwiches.
Well, I want leftovers too.
No, you're definitely gonna have leftovers.
Yeah, we just bought these straight out of... It's not like we kept these in our freezer or our fridge. I just got back from the grocery store with these, so just FYI. Apparently, they definitely needed more thawing time. Christ. Some of those centers are just... Bring the heat up just a little bit now that I'm starting to get it. Well, despite it being an easy meal, at least you're getting a show.
Is there anything else you need me to help with right now?
I don't think there's anything else to be done at the moment, honestly. Until I can get this meat going.
Hey, y'all, you beating this meat.
You said not to do that in public. I'm gonna get canceled. Yeah, just the more I can separate it out, the faster this will start going. So just bear with me, everybody. Oh my god. Hell, even the edges of some of those buns, man, they got a little burnt a little fast, and I oiled them pretty well.
That's probably why they got burnt.
That's not how that works. Okay, this lump has almost come apart enough to get going here. And this lump still needs some separating. She's lump, she's lump, she's lump, she's in my head. Come on, man. Well, like we say, it's good that I do fail here occasionally. Because like I said, I'm not any kind of pro. I just like messing around and figuring shit out. Sorry, Napoleon. Mama left trash can open on you. Might help if I get this more frozen bit more into the actual center of the pan where the heat's really getting it too. Alright, I'm currently on a medium heat while I'm trying to get this to thaw apart. It's getting there. Alright. Alright, I think I got it separated enough we can bring this up to the medium high. And just start working it a little bit here, and we'll go ahead and get the banana peppers in just a second. Of course, now my heat has to come back up. Whew, I don't know why, but these things are a workout on my hand. Oh, come on, Eric. I'm making the biggest mess just slapping strings of meat around. Yeah, this is gonna be more of a shredded steak sandwich. Bring the heat up even more for right now, just so we can kind of get the pan back up to hot. All right, I think we're ready to get the banana peppers in. I'm gonna bring that back down to medium heat. I think we got some heat going now. I don't know what the fuck that is and get rid of it. I don't know if I actually do have enough banana peppers here.
I can take out mine and give them to you.
Well, no, I mean, I can get more in here. Just what I prepped might not be enough. I'm gonna let that kind of do its thing. Some more of these in here. Now we're starting to get a bit of a sizzle. Getting a little bit of a sizzle back. Getting our groove back. Alright. That's a little better. So yeah, get back up to my medium high. I was a little under. All right. Yeah, this is probably 5 or 6 sandwiches worth. I probably really... It's alright, it'll be tasty though. I guess I'll just, I don't know, do something with it eventually.
You know, I can gnaw on it while you gnaw on your chicken.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem is we don't have a lot of non-eating days today where it's like, oh, fend for yourself, or this week, because this week we got a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow is pasta night at dessert. Wednesday, I have a ball game, and we got to do through it on Thursday, but I can probably make something Wednesday. Thursday, we're going out to the movies. Friday, I'm going to make something, and then Saturday, we're going out for Korean. Sunday, I've got my Mutant Fan meetup. So there's seafood that day. Yeah, this is getting close to cheese time here. Just trying to make sure I see no more red. If there's a touch of pink, then I'll cheese it, and I know that'll get cooked out before we're done. Cheese it, man. It's the coppers.
I learned a new thing about meat temperatures.
Uh-huh.
You know how say you get rare, medium, well done, all that. Have you ever heard of blue?
I believe so. That's like raw, isn't it?
Yeah, basically you just throw it on the grill long enough to
Take the chill off.
take the chill off or to kill the bacteria off of the surface.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's starting to actually look kind of good. Paper towel. Starting to smell pretty good. All right, it's almost cheesy time. I'll give Mary the less toasted one of these.
Yay.
I'm gonna push hers out to the edge here. Start doing some mayo on these here in a second, or my aioli. Okay, that's fine. I can hold on to it. Oh, shit. Missed half the thing over here. Oh, God damn it. Eric, and your fucking camera positions. Show the people the food. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a thinner spread.
You did kind of water it down.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad looking. Oh, you know, maybe I should put some like horseradish in here. Mary bought Arby's horsey sauce, but this might actually be a little bit easier if I pick these up, honestly. I need to get back to my meat here in just a second. I'll be back to you in a moment. Check out my meat. All right, that's looking pretty good. It is time to... Mary, so I have meat grease here with just a touch of oil. Should that go in the oil jar?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at? Here we are. So I am going to kind of drain some of this juice out so it doesn't get too much onto the... Please, please, please don't fuck up. Please, please, please don't fuck up. I will need a paper towel. Can you please come get a paper towel? Shit, I can't even see what I'm... Fuck.
You are missing big...
I am missing... Yeah, fuck.
Should have done this in the same.
Well, I thought normally I can do it...
Okay.
The thing is I can't tilt the pan too much because...
Well, this could have waited until after we get stuff out.
No, because I'm going to melt the cheese in all the steak.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just not good at it. Usually this pan...
Okay, you need to come way forward.
That's as good as it's going to get anyway, so...
To the back of the pan and
just help me clean that mess up, if you don't mind. Sorry. That could have been worse. It could have been worse. At least it didn't get all in the floor. This is why I prefer to just put it down the drain. But I understand, I understand. Okay, start cheesing this up. At least they could kind of see that fail, because yet again, somebody forgot to fucking move the TV, or the camera. Fold that cheese in, catch some of this heat. I am glad I used the big pan. Thank you for all your help, by the way. I do appreciate you very much.
You're welcome.
Even if you get the hangry bad day snappies occasionally. We all have it, though.
And here's the thing, though. We've discovered that we are not both allowed to be hungry or hangry at the same time. We can both be hungry, but we cannot both be hangry.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
Because if we're both angry, we would probably destroy each other.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, it does look like it's going to be a little light on the cheese element, because I was stupid and made both batches. Still gonna be good, just not gonna be as cheesy as I'd hoped.
I might still kind of pick out my peppers and maybe try putting some horsey sauce in there.
Oh, well, I have not, if you don't want the aioli, that's fine. I haven't done it yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were doing that.
That's up to you, man.
No, I think I'll do my horsey sauce.
Okay. Okay, this is just about ready.
I've got packets of horsey sauce here. Go ahead and use these up first.
So let's see, what kind of plate am I gonna want? Hi, buddy. Assume you just want one of your plates. I think I'm gonna put mine on something a little more colorful. Oh, Napoleon, buddy. I love you, but you gotta stay out from under our feet in the kitchen.
You all have just been fed. You have no reason to act
Sorry,
out.
buddy. You okay? I don't think I caught you too bad, so. I will remember to move the camera back over for, well, you can see it. You can see me from here. Okay.
That's dumbed up so much I can't. As it uses me. Far more than it should. Here, I can actually just serve it myself once you're done.
Okay.
Are you planning to eat those as open faces?
No, I'm gonna put the tops on. Just... These are my two bottoms.
Oh, those are two bottoms. Okay. I misread that. Actually, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Did I really just grab that for myself? No, that's the provolone plate.
I am gonna want you. Okay.
What do you need?
I'm gonna need you to film me taste it in a minute. So just whatever you're gonna do, hurry and do it.
Okay, well,
I think I'm just saying that because I think you forgot.
Just let me just go ahead and film you, and then I'll take care of myself.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'll do it if you want.
Maybe drinking a lot more water.
You and me both, sister. Here, let me get my shots.
Shot.
This terrible lighting I did. Actually, let's just focus on this one. It's less. I'll have to definitely do some editing here to bring the shadows up. But okay. Okay, let's cut away. Sexy footage. I almost forgot. I was about to hand this off to Mary.
because she can't do sexy footage.
She can, but nobody does sexy footage like Eric does sexy footage. Wow, 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 like it's already creaming. It's dribbling a little bit. Okay. Take my ring off in case this is a bit messy because I have a
In
feeling.
case. Like, I like you have doubts that may, or have any hope that may not be.
Might not be. Cheese might hold it all together. Might have maybe drained it.
I don't know. It still looks pretty wet in the pan there. Oh yeah, look at that drip. Look at that drip.
That's not terrible though. I mean, the drip, that drip. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now it's getting a little drippy, but. Okay, I like it. I'm just trying to put my finger on what's going on here. I definitely need more cheese. I just don't have the right balance there, but the flavors are good. Banana peppers are good.
Can I try a bite of yours?
Uh-huh. I doubt that's in camera, but
Okay. Hi. I may or may not be your favorite.
yeah, I like this pretty good. I really like the crustier bread. That's what it is. That's the only issue I'm having.
It's okay. Am I in frame?
Yeah.
It's just that those banana peppers are just a little tartar than I think I like. I know you said you like that, but
I do. I do like the aioli, you know. I mean, I don't know how much the banana pepper's coming through because I'm eating the banana peppers in there, but the creaminess of it is nice. And that it's, where it is a little liquefied, pretty good.
okay.
That's pretty good.
Are you pretty much
All right.
done here?
Well, you can hand it off, and we'll let you build yours, and I'll try to film it.
Well,
Actually, hold that and let me grab my
I
hand
was
on
going to
the
like
other
go wash my hands and stuff.
Okay, well, you do that. I'll just keep giving them beauty footage.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I saw a putty. I was going to film a putty. Okay, all things told, pretty good. But definitely need a crustier bread and a better toasting. Probably should have pan toasted, not broiled. That would be my guess. But it is pretty satisfying. And there's definitely going to be enough for a couple of sandwiches left over. Or something. Maybe cook up a little rice, throw that in a tortilla, have a Philly steak, or a cheese steak, steak and cheese burrito. I'm trying to be wary of my wording here, so. But yeah, considering we had that rough start, I'm pretty happy with this. Honestly, some horseradish would probably be really good on this. Look at that kind of liquidy, cheesy mess that's congealing. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, Mary's back. Also, while she's setting that up, I'm just curious. Okay, so it is congealing slightly, but just curious about that. I would hold this over that, so if you drop, it doesn't drop onto the stove.
Actually, I should probably put a plate under this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got you that out for you.
Okay, so see if I can kind of. Those are some tiny pieces should be fine. So I'm going to try to pick out the larger pieces.
Right, fair enough. Save those for your hubby. Tiny piece.
All right, got it.
Oh.
Hi, Napoleon. Happy birthday.
It's apparently Napoleon's birthday.
Yeah, I got a reminder from the vet.
Yeah.
It's like, happy birthday. It's like, oh crap, okay. I'm hungry.
And we got plenty.
I might go ahead and just
More horsey?
More horsey,
Just drown
yeah.
out the taste.
Eric, you want to try some of just one packet?
No. I'm just messing with you. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just being silly. I want to try just a bit of the beefy goodness on its own here. That's pretty good. Slow-mo. It's just taking forever to cool down.
Okay, there's that horsey sauce.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I like it with the horsey sauce.
Okay. And overall, what do you think?
It basically tastes like beef and horsey sauce.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna
not
try a
enough
bite?
provolone. No, I'm good. Not enough provolone. And what do you think about the bread? I think, how do you feel on the bread?
I like a softer bread than you do, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I just think for it to be a steak and cheese, it just needed to be crustier. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat my other one, and then we'll get on with this vlog. All right, so let's do a quick review. I'm going to talk about the Outwaters. I went and saw this in the theater. It's now available to watch at home on Screenbox, if you subscribe to them for Terrifier 2 or whatever. This is going to be a short review because honestly, this movie did not land for me. I think it might be better on a second viewing. I also think it might have been detrimental. This is one of the rare times I will say this, to have seen it in a theater and not at home. And it's not because of a crowd or anything. There was literally one other guy in the theater with me, sat like 3 seats down, so that's kind of awkward, but he was perfectly quiet, so it wasn't that situation. This is a found footage movie. I love found footage movies, but it's also one of those movies where it is like the same writer, director, filmmaker, editor, star, that whole thing. And not that it's poor or anything, but he needed an editor. Everything happens, I feel, this is just personal taste, personal thoughts. Everything happened, took too long and didn't accomplish a lot. I feel like every segment of this movie ran about 10-15% longer than it really needed to. Maybe I'm wrong. That's how I feel. Because like it took like 40-45 minutes of character setup, and the thing is, even though I didn't hate the characters, they weren't necessarily annoying or anything, I don't feel like I really got to know them. I didn't really get hooked on why I should really care about them too much. I like the idea they were going to make a music video, so the music side of it was kind of neat. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It just wasn't landing for me. And then when the shit does hit the fan, it's a little more experimental than I was expecting, which is fine. I can get behind that. But I think, and this is where it really hurt in the theater. So a lot of it is in the desert at night, and they light with a flashlight. Now, there's stuff earlier in the desert at night, they light with a flashlight where you can see most of the screen. Sure, it's a little dimmer as we get out from the center of the light, but you can see plenty of detail on what's going on. But when things really get crazy, for some reason, that light becomes super focused, and it's like they're only ever using 10% of the screen, and it's all like odd sound design and very experimental and not linear. And not that it needs to be all these things, I'm just explaining why this all came together to be just frustrating for me. I couldn't really follow anything that was happening necessarily, except for a shot here or there. And then by the time we get to the big reveal, the last few shots, shocking, stunning, interesting, gruesome, but to me felt unearned. It was like, especially a certain bodily mutilation. Like, okay, shocking, why? Again, I would maybe give this another go, knowing a little bit more what I'm going into, because I went in totally blind on this. I just heard some friends of mine raving about it. Jeff made a parody song for them. He had to deal with Dread or whatever, which is great, and fucking hey, Jeff. But it just didn't land for me. I ended up kind of having a bad time. And I saw 2 movies at the theater that day, and I thought the first movie, The Outwaters, would be great, and the second movie would be awful. It's not the case. Let's talk about that other movie. So, I also saw, at the Fathom event, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So, just to set this up, I had 10 minutes between movies, and I definitely was going into Winnie the Pooh with like, I am not watching this sober. I need a cocktail. And I was a little concerned, because I'm like, it's a Fathom event. They rarely have trailers at Fathom events. I need to be in my seat by 7. Maybe I can push to 7:05. Unfortunately, and again, this is no knock at the bartender or anything, or the bar, how it works. It's just bad timing. That Magic Mike movie was there, and the theater was full of woo girls, and most of them were at the bar having too many margaritas, and the bartender was making them one at a time. Because again, it's a theater bartender. It's not like supposed to be a real bartender, so I'm not knocking him. And then there were people waiting behind them ahead of me, and I'm just looking at my watch like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So anyways, I finally got a drink, and I missed about 5 or 10 minutes of the movie. So that really sucks. But I did get in before pre-title, so I don't feel like I missed anything terribly necessary. I definitely figured out the rest through context. And honestly, too, this is not a super plot-driven film. Obviously, there's been all kinds of thoughts on this on both sides of the aisle. I think a lot of it's going to just depend on how you saw it and who you saw it with and what your expectations going in were. Mine were, please at least be better than the mean one. And it was way better. To me, this was just a great, cheesy 80s slasher film throwback. Like, this is something that would have killed in the video store rentals of the 80s. Because, you know, I mean, the masks are creepy, but also silly enough, you know, and like the concept is silly enough. The acting isn't great, but it's not terrible. I actually cared about our characters. Do they make some dumb decisions? Yes, but the kind of dumb decisions those characters would make. There is some real brutal violence in here. There's a moment or two that almost make me think of the Terrifier series. Overall, the movie is nowhere near that level of violence or gore, but I'm saying there's a couple of moments that have that mean-spiritedness that I can appreciate in a film like this. And then, you know, there's some other weird creativity things that are just really stupid, but somehow work and are very entertaining. The movie is a short, like 80 minutes. It was listed as an hour and 40, but it stopped at 80. And honestly, it's kind of perfect. It's almost cliffhanger-y, almost. And we know they're getting a sequel, but I'm ready for the sequel. Now, I will say, I was in a theater, you know, like 7 o'clock screening with a rowdy crowd. It wasn't fully sold out. It was maybe half full or something like that. I don't know. I went up front this time. And I was definitely, even though they were having a great time, I was sitting by somebody really annoying that encouraged this person on the other side of me to get really annoying, because it's one of those things like, hey, we're all having a good time. We're all laughing. We're all, you know, giggling at the movie and jumping and just hooting and hollering, enjoying it. You could feel it in the air. That crowd was loving it. But I was next to one of those people that was like very much an old stereotype about just talks back at the screen and like has to explain things we just saw, and like there's a jump scare and they have to yell, oh my God. Like you can't just be like, ah, you know. And I kept being like, here, let them enjoy it. Don't get too mad. But then there's just times like she just turn around, have like full volume, like shut up, like try to watch the movie. So then the guy on the other side of me who's by himself, he starts getting verbal and louder. He's talking to himself. Now it's charming because he's going on about, oh my God, I love this movie. Oh, this is ridiculous and I love it. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the same way. I don't feel the need to say that out loud in a theater. Although I'm glad to kind of hear that from other people, but again, the energy was great. It was just maybe a little too verbal in my aisle, so that was a little annoying. And normally that would make me like the movie a little less just because it was a distraction. But again, I had a blast. I feel like this was one of those vintage 80s films in a vintage 80s crowd, and we were there to enjoy the silliness of it, and we did. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's better than you would expect. It's very competent. And apparently this thing was done for like $100,000 in 8 days. And that is actually quite impressive. Because again, maybe the cinematography, the lighting, stuff like that isn't perfect. It's not Hollywood quality. It's not, you know, even $250,000 budget quality. But it's good. It's not awful. You can see what's going on. It's creepy enough. They have some atmospherics. And, you know, the music was fun. There's some good gore, like I said. And I liked the characters. And I believe there was some nudity. I seem to recall some boobage. Which was pleasant. And, oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, there was definitely some boobage. And some misdirects and some silly scenes that are just the perfect kind of silly. And there's stuff with bees and gross honey. And I enjoyed the fuck out of this. And I can't wait. I will be there opening night for Blood and Honey, or Winnie the Pooh, whatever they call part 2. And I love the concept that it's, you know, what's his name? The kid, Michael. Oh, it's not Michael. I had it until I tried to say it. But basically, he grew up, moved away, and left them to fend for themselves, and they went feral. So now he's back, and they want revenge on everybody. So Christopher Robin, there we go. And yeah, I like where the movie ends. It takes a little bit of twists and turns. Nothing major, but there's something. And then it ends, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, bring on the next one. So I'm very excited for that. All right, Mary and I saw Ant-Man. Let's talk that. You're supposed to flick, then kick. Jump, then flick. We saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Of course we did. It's Marvel. Of course we're there opening night. And you know what? It's fucking awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Of course, no spoilers here, but Kang, no surprise, amazing. Really great villain. Really excited to see where they're going with all the Kang Dynasty stuff.
Yes.
Visually stunning. We saw it in IMAX. Would have loved to have seen it in IMAX 3D, but would love to see it in 3D because wow.
So, yeah, we just didn't have that as an option.
We didn't have IMAX 3D. Yeah, I don't know if they just didn't do IMAX. I don't know. But we could have done 3D or IMAX. I tend to choose IMAX because it's louder and bigger and prettier. Of course, Ant-Man, Scott Lang is fantastic in this. Hank is fantastic in this. Hope is in it. She's not bad or anything. She's just not, she's important. I guess she's important to the story, but not as much as Scott and Cassie.
To be honest, for something that's called Ant-Man and Wasp,
she did kind of get sidelined a little bit. I mean, she's in it a reasonable amount. She's just not as affecting to the story as, say, everybody else is. She probably affects the story the least. She's mostly there as an enforcer.
Yeah, it's like she's the muscle for her parents, basically.
Yeah, kind of. But that was really cool. And some of the new characters are amazing. And I have holes. We're just going to say that. For those that know, if you know, you know. Thank you for that. That was awesome. That was one of the best moments of the movie.
Took me a second.
But yeah, a lot of that design of the Quantumverse is just amazing. It's like how we've gotten used to the weirdness of Guardians. It's like, okay, well, we're going to do it again. Now you can get used to this weirdness. And it's like, oh, this is weird and I love it.
Actually, he was thinking about getting a popcorn bucket, but the popcorn bucket is kind of plain.
It was also plastic. I kind of like the design. I really like the cup design, but they did a plastic bucket, not a metal tin. And I was like, I'll save the money.
But the thing is, it was what Ant-Man was it Ant-Man and his daughter? Or
yeah, probably Cassie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cassie. Yeah. But it was on a black background. I was going like, now if they had, instead of going with the background, had gone with one of the quantum universe backgrounds.
It kind of looks like a star quasar, that kind of stuff.
Like not Nova.
Yeah. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah. But
that is a background on that bucket.
Yeah, as a background. Then even I would have been like,
yeah. But alas, we chose to save some money because we're getting back to the movies nowadays. So, because we're seeing Cocaine Bear next week. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just a good time. I like from the start, it was really funny. There's a lot of laugh out loud. That book, by the way, the Scott Lang book, that's a real book you can buy. It's written as Scott Lang telling his story.
I wonder that's probably on audiobook.
Oh, that would be great if he did an audiobook version, because that whole bit in the car was great too. Again, no spoilers, but that was really, really cute and funny. I like the chemistry of the characters here. I think Michael Keaton got a lot, or not Michael Keaton, Michael Douglas got a lot more to do in this than the last one, at least, and it was really nice. I really like that. Bill Murray, perfectly cast for the role he plays in this. Kind of perfect. And then, so it's in the trailers that this character is in there. I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I feel like some people may not know this character's in there, so tread lightly here if you're trying to stay super spoiler-free, but this is just about a character that you have seen in the trailers, not heavily featured, but he's in the movie a good chunk. So ready? MODOK. Now, a lot of people are having a real hard time and they're hating this rendition of MODOK. And I will say the CG parts of it take a little getting used to.
Yeah.
But I love the changes they made to make it tie into this story. And I love the characterization of him because, again, I know of MODOK from years and years and years of all the other stuff, but I don't really have a feeling about him. So my closest feeling is the Patton Oswalt show. And this
the
feels
stop-action animation on Hulu.
Yeah, and the character,
if you're not aware.
And the characterization of this felt more like that, so it felt right to me.
Yeah.
And I liked it, so I was, and again, especially like near the end, a lot of the stuff, the things that Cassie says to him at the end, is pretty awesome. And then his, the last scene he has in this film is really funny, too. And some of, the reactions, because, a lot of the comedy comes from the awkwardness of, oh, well, what do I say here? Just those pauses of, yeah? And I like that style of comedy. Especially coupled against how serious and just brutal and like a real threat Kang felt.
Kang Stomp.
And I think, and they kind of, in a way, they retcon a lot of Michelle Pfeiffer's stuff. Because I think a lot of people complained about, when they got her in the last movie, they got her out of the Quantumverse. They're like, well, how did she do this? How did they do that? Why is this blah, 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 blah? I feel like this just very simply said, listen, there was a lot going on down there she didn't want people to know about. So it kind of retcons that in a very good way.
Yeah. I'm going to guess there was a certain amount of PSTD.
That as well, yeah.
But But yeah, early on in the movie, there's a couple times where I just kind of wanted to smack her and go like, "Woman, just tell people what the fuck you know.
Explain."
If you explained it like 10 minutes ago, just 10 minutes ago, you would have saved a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah. But overall, really, really dug it. The mid-credit scene, fantastic, full of potential. Mary's excited about the characters you see. I'm excited about the location. We're both excited about both. And then, of course, there is the post-credit scene at the very end. That is just a joy. Especially if, like, you are a big fan, you watch all the movies and TV shows and everything, you know the whole MCU universe. That was a very pleasant post-credit that gets me excited for other things, as Marvel post-credits tend to do. So yeah, I don't. Again, apparently the critics were kind of hard on this, but the audiences are all like mostly in agreement that this was a great time. It's one of the better Marvel movies we've had in a little while, and it's a great. It surprises me this is the start to Phase 5 because this is the first time we've shifted phases without an Avengers film. So.
Well, we're kind of between Avengers right now.
I know. Well, yeah. But we didn't, they didn't really even have any kind of this is the closest to like a big event thing. This almost to me could have been the end of phase. I would buy this more as the end of Phase 4 rather than the beginning of Phase 5. But
it does feel a little arbitrary one way or the other. But I kind of feel like this is where Phase 5 is going to be very Kang heavy.
Yeah, because Phase 5 should culminate with the Kang Dynasty.
That the first movie with Kang would be the
start. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think Phase 4 was just a lot of wind down from Endgame and all.
It was wind down and resetting everything and putting all the new pieces in their new places. And and I think that's what hurt a lot of people. It's like they kept expecting it to escalate. They forget the whole roller coaster of okay, we hit the peak. We have to come back down for a little bit.
Yeah, gotta reset the ride, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. But I loved it. We had a great time. Can't wait for May for Guardians. Can't wait for November for the Marvels. And just still loving the hell out of the MCU. Getting real excited for the DCU. Mm-hmm. But that's our thoughts on that. Okay, The Last of Us. Man, another good episode. It feels like they did gloss over a lot of stuff like at the dam. Unfortunately, I would have liked to seen some of that. But it's not really terribly important. I like where we're at. Tommy's brother is awesome. I love that guy, obviously, from S.H.I.E.L.D. and even the new last Terminator movie, which I enjoyed. So really excited about that. And man, the way we end, it's definitely a little different than the game, but it works. And man, the college looked straight out of the game as well. So very excited for that. It does look like next week is going to be the DLC I haven't played, though. So I was kind of tempted to go ahead and play the DLC or jump back on doing the remake or, Last of Us Part 1, whatever they call the PS5 version of the game. But again, I don't know that I have time. But I am excited to see what that story is going to entail. And it was nice to see the lady that played Tara on True Blood in a role that wasn't terribly annoying. And then... yeah, man, just some of the realizations and revelations with Joel and Ellie and their growing relationship is pretty fantastic. I'm enjoying the hell out of that. And then, oh my God, the older couple in the woods in the cabin, that whole scene was hilarious. Just the chemistry in there between all those actors was fantastic and charming and just a really good time. And then, Joel teaching Ellie to shoot. I mean, there's so much good stuff in there, even with the 3-month time jump. And I know, there's some things coming, and like that bar looked very familiar where Tommy and Joel were having a little conversation. So I wonder if we're actually going to get into some of that or not as well. I mean, I think we kind of have to right now. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played the original game, but I know some of the things still coming, and I don't know, dude. It's just, this is going to be great. I can't believe there's only 2, 3, 4 episodes left. I don't know how many are left. I know we're rocketing towards the end of this amazing series, and definitely, as far as I'm concerned, the best video game adaptation we have had to date. And seriously, let them do Resident Evil. I need this kind of adaptation of Resident Evil, please. All right, well, anyways, I know it wasn't a lot, but I had to do this in a rush. That was my thoughts on this episode of The Last of Us. We'll talk about the next week, and hopefully I don't forget. So we watched Stitch, the movie, so we can get into watching Lilo and Stitch. Hey, I said it right. The series. Breezy hour, good time, had a blast with this. I'm kind of getting back on my hardcore Disney kick. That's why I got to start making music. Got to start making the next EP. I'm like, Jonesing. But again, I'd never seen it. Stitch is like my favorite, especially Lilo and Stitch. And I'm glad Lilo was in it. I was worried they're going to sideline her and make it just Stitch. And I was like, I really like the two of them together.
They're pretty much a package deal.
Good. And I like this. I like the concept. I like all the other experiments. It'd be neat. I assume going forward we'll see some of those and we'll get more introduced to more of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure the TV series is for lack of a better word, monster of the week sort of.
Kind of finding them.
Yeah.
Well, that's why there's 623 episodes. I'm just kidding. There's not that many, but it was also neat to see like Ving Rhames' character back, because we hadn't seen him in a movie or two.
Yeah.
And like the shark guy from the very beginning. I don't remember if he was in the second one or not.
No, he
but
wasn't actually.
obviously the animation was a little lesser as this was direct to video. It wasn't quite a theatrical release. But, I got into it, man. Just no Hawaiian roller coaster time, so half-star deduction. No boobs, that's a full-star deduction. Just going by Joe Bob rules.
I don't think you can apply Joe Bob rules to children's animation.
I mean, you can. Should use a different question. But no, I had a really good time with it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the hell of it, start to finish.
From what I did watch the TV series back in the day. And I always kind of like watching Pleakley and the mad scientist dude.
The two aliens that
Jinbei
live with them.
something
Something like that. Jinbei sounds right.
Because this is very interesting odd couple sort of dynamic. Odd couple, almost couple.
And I think one of my favorite bits in the movie was when the Tia Carrera, the older sister, was something about, I feel like he might be trying on my clothes when I'm not around. Then she comes back and finds him in her clothes. She's like, "Why are you wearing my favorite pink top? It's not even your color." Like the way she delivers, "It's not even your color," that killed me.
So why are you wearing my favorite T-shirt? It's not even your color.
Yeah, like that was just such a good delivery. I loved the hell out of that. But I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I'm ready to watch a TV show, so now we can do that when we need a little bit more mindlessy junk TV. Good?
Yeah.
Good. Let's talk some wrestling. So, somebody and I watched WWE Elimination Chamber. We watched a little bit of Raw and SmackDown to try and catch up the storylines. We're going to keep this brief. Mary's excited that her tiny man, Johnny Gargano, that he was in there and having a good time. Yeah. I really enjoyed, the women's one I was working through, so I didn't get to quite watch that, but I liked what I saw. Yeah, any thoughts on the women's one? So I don't have any details on that.
Well, did you see where, I'm terrible with names, the big lady just ran somebody through the pod wall?
Yeah, I kind of saw that. Yeah, I like her a lot too, but I'm blanking on her name. Starts with an R, like Rosaline or something, I think, but...
Yeah.
Like super tall, like 7-foot chick.
Yeah. Like a textbook Amazon almost.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Let's see. I think the Aisha, the Japanese.
Asuka.
Asuka, the Gigolo.
Okay.
Her face paint has that vibe.
I can see that.
So she won. But it was mostly because she was the last one out, I think, and
yeah, that helps.
Everybody else was a bit wore down by that point.
So I don't really remember any like the secondary matches. So pretty much we're going to do the other Elimination Chamber.
Oh, we
and
had
then
Lashley versus.
Oh yeah, Brock with the low blow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like watching Bobby Lashley. Brock doesn't do a lot for me, but
yeah, Brock got lost by disqualification and then took out the ref and Lashley.
Yeah, it's whatever, man.
Lashley is the Jack Dwayne Brady.
Jack Dwayne Brady, yeah, okay. Bobby Lashley.
I kind of get those names backwards sometimes.
That's fair. I did enjoy a lot. The men's Elimination Chamber was a hell of a match. And pretty good results, too. I loved when your boy Gargano and Seth were just sitting on top of one of the chambers, just chilling for a minute, like, how you doing? Good. How you doing? Good. Hi. Yeah, but that was just a great little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe, I know a lot of people, and I understand, because I don't like Logan Paul, but I'm kind of liking him in wrestling, because he is a great heel, and he's very technically good at the actual wrestling, and, like, the promos, and, like, he's really good at this, and he's easily hateable, so I'm quite enjoying him. So when they had to bring in extra refs for who was it that got like knocked out and they had to pull out? Was that that was
that was Sam,
the
yeah.
Street Profit? Which one of the Montez Ford? Remember, like he was like the third guy down, he was like out, and they had
okay.
And we were speculating because I was like, oh, he might really be out of it, or he might really have hurt himself. That may be why they're doing that. And of course, then we realized, oh no, the bit there was to have a reason for the door to stay open for Logan Paul to come in and fuck shit up, and then that was pretty cool. I quite appreciated that.
So it was like.
So they're setting up a really good storyline with Logan Paul and Seth Rollins.
yeah, because he basically cost Seth Rollins the match, I think.
Yeah, because otherwise he would have been the U.S. Championship. He would have taken it from Austin Theory, and Austin Theory's a good heel too. So I'm quite enjoying that. But I thought that was a pretty epic resolution to an epic match because the match itself was very fun and impressive and engaging.
I always like it when they have one of the big guys in there. I can't remember who he was.
I don't know, like the big Samoan kind of guy. Yeah, I don't know his name. He's new-ish to me.
But the guy who's like clearly too big to actually be picked up by any one guy.
Yeah, that reminds me of that one bit too. And like, I forget the order, but like one guy tries to like super kick him.
I think it was Gargano, and then
no, I think Gargano came in second.
Okay.
I think it was Theory tried to super kick him, and then like Gargano, and then like each other like, and they both super kick him, and then like the guy still doesn't move, and then Seth's like, all right, and then the triple super kick, like that was really fucking funny. And yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of that.
That's the best part is watching them going like, okay, we're gonna have to work together here.
Yeah.
This is like because it's gonna take three of us to pick him up.
Because that guy is insane too. Because like at one point he had like one guy in this arm, took this other guy and like smashed him into the other guy, and like has like two dudes on his back and suplexes two dudes at once. Or I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was some crazy shit, dude, with a great ending. So I loved the hell out of that match. That was a good time.
We also had the Edge and his.
Oh
lady.
yeah, the Judgment Day. Yeah, Edge and his lady, who's I'm blanking on her name, versus Rita. That sounds right. Rita.
Phoenix.
Rhea.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's Beth Phoenix. That might be right. Versus Rhea Ripley and not Damian Priest, but
not the boy.
Not Dominic, because he's just a little punk.
The other guy.
Yeah, I know who it is. Oh, wait, it's coming to me. Finn Balor. Yeah, who uses sometimes the demon. That's a good match. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't super memorable to me, and I'm not too into that rivalry.
That they let the Edge win because Judgment Day kind of seems.
Yeah, gets his revenge.
They're in need of an ass kicking.
Yeah, they really are. Although Rhea Ripley is awesome.
And they had a full-on loss that night because Priest also lost in the cage.
Yeah, wasn't he like the first or second out, I think?
Second, I think.
Yeah, so that was nice because I've always... It's just something about Damian Priest just doesn't sit right with me. Like, he's good. I don't personally have anything against him, but I'm not interested in that guy.
Yeah.
So then let's just talk about the main event and get out of here. So the main event was almost incredible. It was incredible all the way until the end.
Yeah.
And obviously we're going to spoil it here, but just the energy, man, that feeling and the setup for it and the storyline leading up to Sammy versus Roman, it felt electric. It felt incredible. It felt like Sammy was going to do it. Even like that call-out they did like earlier that week with like Cody saying, I haven't decided who I want because I want the champion and I think you can do it, and just pumping him up, like all that stuff. Really cool. And then like even the whole with the Uso does show and like the multiple refs and the Uso shows up to beat up Sammy, but then the other Uso comes to stop Roman from cheering on Sammy, even though Sammy has spears. Like all that stuff was so fucking good.
Yeah.
And then like it always does with motherfucking Roman Reigns, it ends with some bullshit. And the funniest thing is like she even noticed like sign one of the people has like, if Sammy loses we riot, and you could feel it, like that whole crowd was just ready for it. And it wasn't like, when it happened at the end, it wasn't like the crowd was angry. They weren't like booing and upset, like, no, our boy lost. You felt that sense that everybody felt of, seriously, WWE, this same thing again.
It's just like...
You couldn't even give us a different bad ending. If you're going to give us a bad ending, at least do something interesting, not the same shit.
Sense of quiet disappointment.
And that's what I say. I think it was more. Everybody was more like we're all sad that Sammy didn't get it, but I think everybody's
it wasn't even like
do it?
massive. There was booing during the fight and everything, But once it was decided, it's like all the energy left the audience.
Yeah, it just sucked the whole air out of the room. Yeah, because like I said, that's what I'm kind of getting at. It's like it wasn't even like a, oh no, how dare the bad guy win? No, evil wins, boo. It's like it was just like a whole sense of, God damn it, you know? Because like it was just perfect setup, and then Sammy could have been champ for a week. I guess it wouldn't have made as interesting a match with Cody versus Sammy. So I guess we're gonna do Cody versus Roman. I don't know, man. It's every time, man. It's kind of like the UK basketball team every year. You get hyped by how great they are, and they kind of suck for a little while, and they get good again, and then inevitably there's a little disappointment. But it's kind of that with Roman. Like every time, like I just don't care. I just don't care, and then they hype me up, and then I kind of get excited, and then I think it may happen, and then it's like, nope. Here's the same ending we've had for 2.5, 3 years now. Same fucking ending.
I kind of wonder if they're going to do something like, because Sammy is so fucking tired of the bullshit that Reigns pulls. It's been like, okay, if your guys are going to start running into the ring, we're going to start running into the ring too, just to fuck with you all.
I mean, he should. They really should. But at least at this point, I'm still very interested, I guess, for Monday to see, or Friday. I don't remember which brand Reigns is on, but to see if there's what the Uso fallout is, because I still think that story is really interesting. And I would love for the brother that's kind of left to convince his other brother, like just the whole bloodline to end up turning on Roman. And maybe that's even what they do. Like they play like they're back on his side and everybody's back on his side. And then WrestleMania comes around. They're like, this is the day. This is the day. We all turn on you and all this shit is done, Roman.
What? Okay, so now what's going to happen is, because they've been kind of playing up Roman's paranoia, it's going to be like something will happen early on in WrestleMania or just before WrestleMania will be the straw that breaks the camel's back on the other two guys. And then that's when out of nowhere they're going to turn on Reigns during WrestleMania.
I hope so.
And beat the crap out of him and give him a reason to go back into cancer treatment.
Ooh, which we've heard. That's a rumor. We don't know if that's true or not. We haven't looked into it. We just heard from somebody. But actually, what could be very interesting is if Roman tries to get Jimmy to turn on Jay, because Jay left the bloodline. So it's like, you proved yourself to me, you beat down your brother, and that's the straw where Jimmy's like, oh, whoa, no. No, too far, Roman. That could be the way they're going.
Could be.
And then Paul Heyman still just, him and Roman need to get a room. I kind of love the sleazy creepiness of Paul Heyman, though, because he's so good at being sleazy creepy.
The one point where when KO came into the ring after the match, because they were going to make a point of continuing being on Sammy after the fact. KO, he's just like, you could have come in 10 minutes earlier.
No, as we discussed, I think he was still a little mad at Sammy for going with the bloodline anyways, but
when KO shows up and then, was this Paul? Is that the guy's name?
Paul Heyman. Oh yeah, when he's like, meh.
And then KO turns around, he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You want oral? I give you oral. Roman says I'm great at it. Oh. All right. Well, on that note, I think that pretty much that's our thoughts on Elimination Chamber. So obviously we'll talk about WrestleMania when that happens. Good start to April, and then I guess we might if she doesn't hate the game, we're gonna start her on the WWE 2023 the 23 2K. If she can get into it, we'll make April our Throwdown Thursday is that game.
Don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to handle it. At least, if nothing else, we can be on the same side. We don't have to fight each other and we can decimate. And the ideal is that we'll create characters and create our own storylines. We'll see though. Just don't hold me to any of that. All right, let's go do some other stuff. Hey everybody, unboxing time. Mary's here.
Hello.
So we have our last two, at least as far as I can tell from my closet, overdue to unbox ZBOXes. So again, as I'm finally cleaning out my what was t-shirt closet, so I can have more space for recording studio stuff, we're going through these. This was delivered to my P.O. box on April 26th of 2021.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's in here. They did send it for free. It's not like I was paid or anything. And then they just kept sending them for free even after we stopped doing unboxes. I was just on a list, a good list for once. So All right, we're gonna see what's in there. See what we think. See what we're gonna sell the half-price books for 5 cents. It's just a box full of air.
There's a lot of packing.
Jesus. Oh, there's a shirt. Is it a box full of air? All right, let me get this shirt out. And actually, you know, okay. I don't necessarily want to keep the shirt myself because I can't say that I'm a huge fan, but I like it, and it's actually pretty good for one of their shirts as of late. It's actually like a full
design.
Yeah, full design, not just a little something something. And I mean, Metroid's cool. I like Metroid. I don't love Metroid, and as I'm trying to whittle down my t-shirts, I don't need to keep this, but it is actually a good shirt, and it is officially licensed. I know, it's big and awkward like me. I'm not looking, I'm looking at you, kid.
Okay. Alright.
Get in there.
Alright.
Oh
Get
boy.
a Star Trek thing.
Well, at least we learned you can figure out what it is when you open it.
So, can't see the. So, no idea what that is off the top of my head. So, what we're going to do, because these things are not sealed.
It's on the base, isn't it? Or under the base. Yeah, there we go.
Suliban Sulship. Suliban. So.
Oh yeah, from that episode where they did the thing with the stuff.
Yeah.
And Picard said engage.
Maybe.
Maybe, if it's from Next Generation.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe Quark sold somebody something.
Yeah, so this does not look familiar to me. And I think this is shifted around inside its packaging.
Yeah, I can see the stand is off.
And this is not, the square should
Oh,
be.
good job. Good job, people. Play with my toys before they send them to me.
I think you can actually open that. It looks like you might be able to open it.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll fix it up. Maybe it'll be worth 5 cents that way. Or are we kidding? It's worth 3. There's a big thing in here. I'm hoping it's one of the, like from last week, the alien statue. I'm hoping maybe we got the alien or the predator, because it feels about the right size to be one of those. I think that's the only thing left after what I grabbed, because I'm not really feeling, well, hold on, there might be stuff over here. Yeah, I'm not really feeling anything else in this box.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you found the Mickey Mouse.
I got a heavy black bag. Yeah. Good job, Eddie. There's definitely something heavy and metal in here, but it's like a little velvety bag.
Fancy.
Probably like a keychain. Yep, it's a keychain. Oh, that's not bad. It's a Beskar. It's a bar of Beskar.
Oh.
It's actually pretty hefty. That might be a good keychain to whomp somebody with.
Might end up whopping yourself more.
I know. I like that it comes in this.
Yeah.
I might actually keep that. That's kind of cool.
Might be a fun prop to have.
Or something. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah. All right.
Alright.
All right. I'm pretty sure it's just the big thing.
Well, I'll fill it out.
Okay, you do the extra feeling. I'll do some feeling to help.
Don't look.
I'm not looking. I got my eyes closed. That's why I'm touching the wrong thing. It isn't in the box. How's your butt in there, Mary?
Okay, yeah, this is definitely the last thing in the box, and you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I am. Although it's not bad, but
So, Parker?
yeah.
Parker Lewis can't lose.
Man, why can't it be like Hicks or somebody? Why are you gonna give me?
Because these are the ones that didn't sell.
Yeah, you're right. Somehow this makes me like the other one less. Like I could have a predator or an alien or a, you know.
You want to take it?
How much? 115 millimeters? 7 inches.
I don't know.
7 inches. All right, Parker Lewis. Oh, you already made that joke.
Yes, it is.
All right, well that was disappointment. Okay, this has the heft of maybe having a Batmobile. I wouldn't mind one more Batmobile. So this one was delivered to my P.O. Box May 17th, 2021.
Eva has decided that playing with my mouse along with the airbags at the same time is fun.
Well, we made her a little obstacle course.
Oh, you want to get in that box, Ruby?
Well, I gotta give me a new box to sniff this one first. Like a YouTube commenter. All right, I got a t-shirt that looked, oh, I may like this even though it's simple. Is there anything on the back? No. Is it licensed? I'm on the cusp on this one. That's all there is to it. The one little thing. But it is officially licensed, Godzilla.
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, I don't think I like it enough. If it had like a Godzilla on the back or something.
Yeah, no, it's too basic.
Yeah, there's just not a lot there. No one's gonna notice that. No one's gonna see it. No one's gonna care.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me feel cool like wearing it. Like, I'm showing my love of Godzilla. It's like, what is this tiny thing? I don't know. Disappointment. Bummer. All right. I'm gonna look if I want to. Don't tell me what to do. Unless you want to.
What is this? We've got a Stubbins Banjo and Kazooie plushie doll thing.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I never played Banjo-Kazooie, or at least not more than a few seconds. I don't have any reason to be against it. I just never got to that.
So it's just an interesting little plushie.
It's not bad. Apparently that's the game that turned Nick Offerman off to gaming.
I bet you remember doing that.
Because it's a game he spent a long time and beat, and then when he was over, he's like, what did I just do with my life? This is not a hobby for me. I'll suck so much time into this and not get anything done. It's like, that's a fair reason, sir.
Yeah.
I don't think it's no Batmobile. I was hoping we get a Batmobile, but there's things in here. I'm gonna wait and let you get that. I'm gonna get this. What is this?
It's a book.
I'm not gonna tell you. Oh.
Oh, it's like a bigger version of that thing we got.
Mm-hmm. And not blind. I'm gonna sell it or give it to Dad. I don't care. Is it Soundwave? I think it's Soundwave. So even like last time, we actually got Soundwave, which is cool because I like Soundwave.
Is it Soundwave? Yep.
Yep, that's Soundwave. So yeah.
We now have Soundwave in small and large.
Oh. It's like,
Soundwave, why don't you go and inject yourself?
I will. Hello, tiny Soundwave.
Hello, tiny father. Okay, this just got real weird.
Starscream. What's going on in there?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh.
I just feel like you're the one that keeps pulling these out, so might as well continue.
This. I have no idea what the hell
I don't
this
know,
is.
Looks familiar.
It looks. I know it looks vaguely familiar to me too. I have no idea, but
No, I mean, to me it looks familiar in the sense of like, did we already get that one?
no, I don't think we have.
Here we go. No, okay, it just looks similar to one of the others.
This is the USS Dauntless.
Oh. I remember that episode where Quark tried to sell something and Captain Picard said engage.
So yeah, at least tell people like which franchise it's from.
Listen, if I was into Star Trek, those would be cool. If they were Star Wars ships, I would love them. So I'm not actually knocking it as a product. It's just not. I like Star Trek. I'm not that much into it. So you know. So that's how I roll. Last thing.
Last thing.
Oh, I need to go do my vinyl thing. And we has a Q-Fig. Ooh. Ooh.
Is it Venom?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. I like Q-Figs, and this one's pretty nice. You're gonna see it better on the picture than you are the actual toy or statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I might keep actually. It's kind of a nice desk ornament. Deck ornament.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll last out in the back.
Yeah, you think it'll get to that 65-mile-an-hour wind gust that took out our grill? Have you seen it in other vlogs? We have a substantial grill, and we had some winds the other day that literally knocked that sucker over. It was
First
crazy
time that's
winds.
ever happened.
Yeah, we saw like neighbors' drainage trays from like the what do you call those from the
Downspouts?
yeah, like blowing into our yard. Like it was nuts that wind. But okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Nothing else in there. Here you go, a bit. First dibs. I don't know where she is.
No idea.
All right, well there you go. That's all of that because we are out of boxes to unbox. you know, until we have another Marvel. I guess we still have Across the Spider-Verse, but we're kind of waiting for the movie for that. And of course, we still have the Marvel box, and when I get vinyl, we'll do those. But there you have it. That's the unboxing segment.
Yay!
Yay! Bye. Okay, let's do a music update. What can we talk about? So, okay, let's get the 6 stuff out of the way. I'm a little mad about my CDs. When I signed up for disc makers, I did do the slower program, which is like, basically it should ship in 10 to 13 business days. It has been 15 business days, and they have not completed the final 2 steps of assembling the jackets and inserting the CDs and shrink wrapping them. The last thing they did was on February 14th. It's February 20th today, and they haven't done anything since February 14th. So that's got me a little upset. And even though it still says everything's on time, and they are estimated to arrive between February 17th and February 27th, which would have been perfect because the 28th I have a mutant meetup. I was going to take some out there. That clearly ain't happening now. I'm going to have to get on there tomorrow and be like, did I slip through the cracks? Have I been forgotten? Because you're taking way longer than the estimated time. And just the fact they did everything and then just stopped for like a week, that has me a little concerned. Ideally, they'll be like, whoops, we will get that finished today and we'll upgrade your shipping and get it to you before the weekend. But I don't count on that. So we'll deal with the 6 CDs when they happen. We'll get them out when we can. I have pretty much the background for the lyric video for the next song of that. I definitely pretty much have the one for the song after that. And I do have this one for the one after that. And I'm working on the final lyric video. Still trying to get the concept nailed out. And lyric sheets, I have the next 3 pretty much done, except for the last song on 6. So all that stuff will be out there. And of course, you can still go find the digital booklet with the links on those videos. It's going pretty good. I'd still like to see a little bit better numbers on that, but it's not terrible. I mean, I signed up for Twitter Blue because it allows me to post full-length videos, because I realized I'm not just trying to drive the numbers to YouTube. It's not a numbers game in the sense of I need those numbers big in one place. It's I want as many people to hear it as can. So I was like, I'll just post it everywhere. It doesn't have to be traffic everywhere. But so combined, it's all doing fairly well so far, but definitely could be doing better, especially on like Spotify and stuff. So that's pretty much the 6 update. Now on the new EP, it's locked. It's done. I've submitted it. It's technically already on Spotify. It's not available yet. It's going to be March 24th. That is the official release date at midnight. So as soon as it turns March 24th on the East Coast, it should be out. I'm contemplating doing a live listening party. So keep an eye out for me talking or releasing that we're going to do a live stream that night. Of course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you got to listen to it on your own platform. I'm not going to play it for you because the idea is to drive the numbers to the platforms. And then I'll just talk about the songs and tell you some things along the way. We can have a nice little chat. A fairly short stream, but that's kind of the plan. Don't hold me to it. It could change, but that's what I'm thinking. And I've already started working on lyric videos for that. I got concepts for a music video or 2. We're starting to work that out. We're going to have a meeting this weekend about maybe getting some press photos for me. I am looking into some publicity and a publicist. I'm iffy on if we should do that. I mean, we should, because I really want this to have a chance to find its audience. It doesn't even have to be a massive audience. I just want it to find its audience. These 4 songs are the best stuff I've done yet, and there's still even greater stuff to come, but I'm so excited for y'all to hear this stuff, and it's going to kind of suck having to sit on it for so long. But this week I got to write my Spotify pitch for it, and that's driving me crazy because I really want a chance to get on some of those playlists. But if you got any suggestions or tips or whatever, I'm all open ears if you've been through any of this. But yeah, the Mary EP Part 1, March 24th, 2023. I'm already, as you can guess, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm working on Part 2. So I'm also looking way ahead into what's happening next year. I'm looking into art for other future projects. I'm having a real good time. We're probably going to print up some 11 by 17 posters of some stuff too, even for something I did on 6, because I just made this one little poster. So instead of a lyric sheet, I made like a movie poster for the song, and I'm so happy with what it turned out. It's like, I would like a hanging wall art of that. So, and it's not expensive to get that done, so I'm thinking we're going to do that. But yeah, I have not really gotten back to making music for the last few days. I've been jamming though. I've been kind of writing stuff and just playing and getting better at the accordion. I'm starting to feel like I can actually do some things on that now. And I got a little guitar cleanup I need to do, and I'm working on playlists. Definitely check out the playlist on Spotify that I suggest, because if you like my music at all, you're going to like those playlists. It's the stuff that kind of inspired whatever particular songs I'm promoting at the time. And there's going to be a lot of cool videos coming up late March through April and all of that. So even, some breakdowns where we're going to talk about how I made the songs and, where they started, where they ended up, that kind of thing. It's So I'm very excited about all that. But that's pretty much where we're at with music. I'm hoping this week I'm going to start demoing, because I've already demoed some of the stuff for the next couple of albums, or EPs at least, and I want to demo some more of it so we can, I can get rolling on it. And some stuff I'm ready to start locking down some drums for and everything, so I'll probably be getting back to that soon. And I just keep going because I'm having a blast. I love making music. And the new songs, now the new songs, because to me, the new songs are old now because I've already listened to them. It was weird going 2 days without listening to them, where I'd been listening to them so hardcore those last few days, trying to lock in the mix and the master. But I'm having a blast. I am going to look into putting a band together or whatever. I'm also hoping to give you at least like maybe some version of a live acoustic set, like a show somehow. I've started learning some of my songs to play on acoustic and make them slightly different. It's just a guitar and voice, but some of them, actually, one of them might even sound a little bit better that way. So I'm excited to do that and make some alternates and things like that. So lots of good stuff coming there. And just be ready, man. Just get ready for the Mary EP Part 1. 4 amazing songs of badass rock and roll and pop romance and some sensuality. Let's not kid. Oh man, that last song, whew, it's a banger. Can I say that? All right, I'm not too old. No. All right, anyways, that's pretty much all I got. Next week, maybe we'll have more, because maybe I can tell you more, but... Oh, and I'm still waiting on my damn shirts from my... I ordered from Spring, our merchandise place. I saw Ezio got his shirt. He ordered one of his shirts after I ordered mine. I ordered mine as samples, and they still haven't shown up. 2 of them are still in printing. The fuck? So just be aware if you order merch or if you use Spring, apparently the shipping is very wonky, in terms of how long things will get to you. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyways, I wanted to get that situated so I could tell you if it's worth doing or not. It's hard to promote them if I can't have my products to see if they're worth promoting. Unfortunately, I think that's like one of the only places that ties into my YouTube channel and Shopify in a way that I can do it on Spotify. So I'll figure it out. Okay, that's it. All right, we're gonna get on with this. Let's do cocktail. Cocktail time with Mary.
Hello. All right, so today we are making cinnamon maple whiskey sour. Again, this came from where did this come from? This came from the Bourbon Flight. Again, I don't know why I get this email at work, but I do. Has nothing to do with what I do.
We're filming this February 13th, 2023. It is 8:59 p.m. We're banking a bunch of cocktails before Mary goes on a no cocktail binge over Lent.
Yeah, and Eric has been struggling figuring out what to do cocktails. He's like, I have some things I want to try.
Yeah, so we're just binging them.
So, hi, DB.
All right.
Okay, so we got our bourbon. And we got some lemon juice.
Splash it, yes, fresh squeezed.
We got some... It calls for regular simple syrup, but we're just going to use this ginger simple syrup that Eric has because I don't think it's going to clash.
Yeah, we're lazy too. It's good simple syrup.
Maple syrup. And a pinch of cinnamon. And a cinnamon stick for garnish.
I didn't get regular cinnamon down. I didn't hear that. Sorry. Splash rack! How easy was that? We didn't have to move 18,000 things.
It was lovely.
Nothing fell over. And if you're curious, this is just basic simple syrup. It's like, 1 part sugar, 1 part water, but there was a whole bunch of fresh sliced ginger in there when it was boiling.
Yep. Okay, so
strain it all out.
Mix all ingredients into a cocktail shaker and then top with ice.
A cocktail shaker?
A cocktail shaker.
Oh, darling, right. Are we going to have some more cocktail tonight?
You wish.
Trying to decide if I do.
Oh, wait a minute, that's the...
Yeah, let's start.
Wrong one.
Let's start in the right place, in the right time.
All right, so we need 1.5 ounces of bourbon.
1.5 ounces of bourbon.
Again, I'm making a single. I just point that out because Eric likes to make doubles.
Not always, gosh.
A good chunk of the time you do.
Not always, gosh. I made a single lemon drop thing the other day that I might make for y'all because I don't think I've made it. Anyways.
Okay, so
bourbon.
There's that. And then we need 1 ounce of lemon juice.
1 ounce of lemon juice.
By the way, the cocktail that I made, the cherry bourbon cocktail.
Yes.
I tried remaking it without the lemon juice. I personally preferred it without the lemon juice.
But she's not a big lemon juice fan.
Yeah,
Why would you... I would think, yeah. I would think that would be...
Because I was talking.
That's what I figured. That's what I thought I would... That's 1 ounce?
That's 1 ounce.
Huh.
What did you think 1 ounce was?
I don't know. It just looked like a lot going in there. just curious how much is left. I got enough to do a thing I might want to do.
Okay. Let's
That's
see.
a little close.
We need 75 ounces simple syrup, and rather than try to pour out of this jar, I'm going to get a spoon.
Sorry, how much?
0.75 ounce.
Oh, 3/4 ounce. Okay. I heard 75 ounces. I was like, what?
That's the big gulp.
Yeah, that's more than a big gulp. Goddamn. I don't know. I find it's easier to just start pouring out of that thing because that tends to take a while. Right, actually, maybe not. Maybe I just used the wrong spoon. That would not surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, I kind of have to eyeball this because we don't have a 3/4 ounce measure on here. Yeah, that's might be a smidge over.
Better a smidge over than a smidge under, perhaps. I don't know. Ginger! Ginger spice.
And everything else.
The spiciest of the Spice Girls.
She was.
The Spice Girls.
Okay, and then now this says 2 to 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm going to cut the difference at 3.
Okay. Do you have a table? Do you have a tablespoon measurer? Durr. I am dumb. I'm stupid dumb. Oh my god.
Oh Jesus, I may not have 3 tablespoons of.
Well, all right. That is a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here going like, maybe I should have started at 2.
As long as you have 2, I guess, you know.
But okay, so we're just shy of 3 tablespoons here.
Okay. Does the pinch of some cinnamon go into the shaker now? To the shaker now. To the shaker now.
It doesn't say. Oh, mix all ingredients. There we go. So instead of doing a pinch, I'm going to just do a dash.
Mrs. Dash? Whoa! That's a good dash.
To have
That was about a pinch.
all right.
Very scientific measuring terms.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Ice, ice, baby. Ba-da-dum-dum-tick-a-dum-dum.
So we decide what 4 to 6 pieces of ice
That's
is.
usually about right for me.
If I don't throwing the ice everywhere else. Here you.
Oh yes, and look at Eric's shoelaces.
All right. So let's get the lid on here nice and tight.
Yeah, just like.
Oh, that is cold.
Oh, that's probably good now. Oh. What?
All right.
Looks like it should taste like caramel apples, but it won't. See, this is why I make a double, Mary. Did you need ice in the glass? Did it say anything about that?
Yeah, it's fresh ice. I
Okay.
probably should put the ice in first.
I would have mentioned it sooner if I had thought about it sooner.
Yeah.
But woe is me, I did not think of it sooner.
And like I said, it says put a cinnamon stick in the garnish, and I don't know if I will waste a cinnamon stick doing that.
That's fair. They're expensive. Because I bought this.
I feel like they work better in hot drinks, anyways.
Yeah, I do like putting in that apple cider vodka stuff. I do.
So, yeah. Okay.
That's a drink. That's a drink.
This is the drink.
Cheers, Dink. Dink it and sink it.
Smells okay. Yeah, it tastes. I'd say caramel apple might be a.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think you can really taste the bourbon that much over all the people.
That's good as far as I'm concerned.
Do you want to try some?
No, I do not.
Are you
I'm
sure?
drinking wine. I'm in the middle of wine.
Oh my
I'm in the
god.
middle of wine. I don't
You
know.
and your freaking palate.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm on that Tyler's bullshit. If you know, you know.
I think the lemon actually works in here. Because without that acid to cut through all that fucking sugar.
Sugar, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, because that was a lot. Well, I'm glad you got something you can enjoy during getting pissed off watching the AGT, what we assume is the finale. Because we're pretty sure we know who the ringer is, and it's going to be bullshit that they win again. But,
Yeah.
all right, well, there's Mary's Cocktail Corner.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, well, there you have it. That is the vlog for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think this one turned out pretty good. Hopefully we'll have something a little bit cooler on the cooking side next week, and I'll actually remember to move the camera to it. I know we'll have more movie reviews because Mary and I are going to see Cocaine Bear, and then hopefully I'm seeing something else too. And if we find time, we want to go see Knock at the Cabin. Or she actually might be more excited for that than I am. And, we'll find some other cool stuff to do. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let me know. You checked out my songs. You like it. You like my music. Get excited for the new stuff. What else you want to tell me? Anything and more, comment below. I do read it all. I love hearing what y'all have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember, I should have said that down sooner. We will get through this. We will get through this together. All right, check out my music, TheEricButts.com or linktree.com/TheEricButts. You'll find everything you need. Check out the description below for more content, more ways to support the channel. Click that see more button, see more butts. I'm going to get out of here so I can go watch some more stuff, and I got to shoot my Last of Us review because I forgot to do that. I'll see you all later.